Hello and welcome everyone. We are kicking off the 9th Informed Cities Forum, Repurpose, Recharge, Rethink, Heritage and E-Mobility at the Crossroads.
Well, a deal usually needs at least two parties to make the deal a deal. And I'm really excited to see what can happen if we want to transform the mobility system and we want to transform our culture. If we bring these two arenas together, what kind of deals could probably emerge here?
Putting forward the potential of place and space as a common thing for people to bring them together, that's for me everything.
We need to reconnect our built environment with nature through a kind of life-centered perspective. But we also need a human-centered paradigm to reconnect human beings with each other and also with the future generations.
Data is of course crucial, but to say it also clearly, it's not replacing decision making.
When you say basically start from point A and then your way to point B seems a seamless travel, but this is not how real life works. This is not how a normal person's life works. This is not how labs work. This is not how science works.
Our cities are all very different. We have different cultures, different customs, different habits, different infrastructures, and this is reflected how we move.
We are going to create a low emission zone. In this one, we want to increase clean mobility or climate neutral mobility and the decrease of mobility in motorized modes.
Welcome to Informed Cities, the Bachelor Edition. I'm Reggie.
And I'm Jasmine. Is government incentives for EVs must focus on non-car options. We have a winner. We have a final round.
Let's follow the rail tracks to the south of Europe. I am particularly happy to take you to my homeland, Greece.
It consists of 10 restored antique cars which constitute evidence to contemporary Greek history and industrial heritage.
Especially tourism is changing a lot. In Rome, we were used to have thousands of people coming every day. So we discovered the beauty of visiting our neighborhoods.
The current model for regeneration of the site is based on the 3 R's, and those 3 R's, as you can see here, is reduce, reuse, and recycle.
But to help also the electricity mix become greener, we are reliant on local electricity generation as well. So we need
to actually realize that accessibility in the different forms you're talking about has to apply to everybody. We have to think together. The different departments of the city must get together. If it is about reducing traffic in particular areas, that will be good for everybody.
The conversation has to be more urgent. This is why we use terms like crisis and emergency, and we need to really prove that we understand what those two terms mean. We know what to do. You have to go further, faster. That, in the last couple of years, has become my primary message.
To quote Greta, how do we get away from this blah, blah, blah? How do we actually get concrete actions in cities?
You, the politicians, you should, and so on. And I told them, well, why don't you join? Come in. I'll fix a cup of coffee for you. We started to talk like that, and since then, when I meet them, I became Nils, and we're equal individuals.
We've been living in a society where cars are predominant role everywhere. So we must start leaving that era behind. I'm among those who think that we really must go to active travel.
I think cities should be a place where people can come, where they feel at home and they can recharge their batteries. So you can take that very literally, so technical and support, but also in terms of more the abstract recharging batteries and becoming more creative.
Was that the underlying assumption has been that there is a well-functioning and wealthy state. So when we talk about all these great experiences, just keep on your mind to think about how you can transfer them, not to scare people, and transfer it to places where the politicians might not be so enthusiastic.
Maybe our parking space that we have, that we fill with car, we should make make them obsolete. So we make them a spark or whatever, and so we have to, people who have knowledge should share it.
Yes. And I think if it's just a couple of people joining this conference who are now thinking about the topics that they have worked on maybe for years with a bit of a different perspective again, and have been reminded about the value of looking at cities in the bigger picture and creating informed cities, we've done our job.